Many people describe INFJs, the rarest of the 16 Myers-Briggs personality types, as sweet, sensitive, and quiet. The INFJ personality receives a lot of attention, despite the fact that preconceptions about all types are prevalent. You may find plenty of articles that describe INFJs as quasi-mythical, super-sensitive snowflakes who thrive on mystery by conducting a quick Google search. Are INFJs actually that way, though? The top 3 INFJ myths. And the truth. Here are the 3 most common myths about the INFJ personality, their prevalence, and how they may hurt INFJs. 1. INFJs cannot use logic. Some people claim that INFJs are incapable of being practical or using logical thinking because of their hypersensitivity, linking INFJs to this trait. You see, it's impossible to be logical if you're so attuned to the feelings and moods of other people. In addition, don't we INFJs truly love the thought of being different and enigmatic? Even that humans have a little psychic ability has been said to exist. These beliefs lead us far from the idea that INFJs are logical beings, even though I'm very certain they don't win the lotto every week. INFJs cannot be logical. Is this the truth? It is impossible for anything to be more false. INFJs employ reasoning as intuitive, forward-looking planners even if we are big-picture thinkers, and hence less focused on the details than our sensor colleagues. Despite the fact that we may not be as scrupulously structured as certain other judging types, we nonetheless employ logical thinking to make plans and take them through to completion. In the sense that we have a rare blend of empathy and practicality, INFJs are unusual in that we're frequently both feelers and thinkers. We have a good sense of people's moods, but we also care about learning and soaking up important information so that we may comprehend the world around us. In reality, if you are an INFJ, your main cognitive function is introverted intuition, which is more interested in logic and facts than it might initially appear to be. INFJs can use NI to subtly gather information that will eventually help them develop an intuition about a certain subject. Although you would not classify this as logic in the traditional sense, it is a refined technique for methodically examining circumstances and incorporating new information into your worldview. 2. INFJs are too weird to fit in. This misconception holds that INFJs have trouble interacting with others because they are preoccupied with their own inner selves. It's also thought that these personalities are too sensitive to get along with anyone who is even slightly different from themselves. INFJs isolate themselves and avoid connecting with the outside world because they thrive on the belief that they are unique from everyone else. The truth is that INFJs are social chameleons with the ability to fit in with a variety of situations and scenarios. INFJs don't really try to stand out from the crowd or flaunt their specialness. Quite the reverse, in fact. We intentionally try to fit in since we have diverse perspectives on the world, and we're pretty excellent at it. We might get along better with people who have interests and passions that are similar to our own, but we can get along with just about anyone. This flexibility only becomes an issue when, as can occasionally happen, we disappear into the background and let the camouflaging take over. However, it's crucial to keep in mind that a healthy INFJ could be mistaken for an extrovert because of how well we do in social situations. 3. INFJs are so endearingly selfless. INFJs are believed to be fully unselfish, which is one of the most widespread misconceptions about their personalities. This idea holds that we are better than other sorts because we are always loving, sweet, compassionate, and selfless. Phi, or extroverted feeling, is a misunderstood concept that gives rise to this fallacy. In order to empathize with others, INFJs use Phi. When pushed to extremes and regarded as a constant condition of being available to listen to other people's concerns, this is a fantastic characteristic, but it should not be valued. The truth is that INFJs have a tendency to put themselves first, and they frequently do. Although there is some truth to the notion that INFJs are sympathetic and compassionate, it is unrealistic to anticipate that an INFJ would act in such a completely unselfish manner. As an INFJ, I can confirm that I do care deeply about what other people think and that I typically listen well. I do, however, occasionally need to remove my counselor hat. Why? Because listening to other people's problems all day might be emotionally taxing for an INFJ. In truth, INFJs can also be courageously independent despite our capacity to read other people's moods and feelings. We need space to breathe and time to ourselves while we lead with our introverted intuition. An INFJ who lacks such space may come across as aloof or uncaring. That doesn't exactly fit with an endearing, selfless nature, does it? The INFJ's stereotyping problem. According to statistics, the Myers and Briggs personality system's INFJ type is the least common. Because INFJs are so uncommon, others tend to view them as exceptional, excessively emotional, extremely sensitive, and wholly unselfish. The truth: INFJs are capable of becoming all of these things in moderation, but their preference is to blend in rather than stand out. Any stereotype has the drawback of simplifying and reducing an entire group of individuals. When INFJs come across these romanticized accounts of themselves, they may begin to feel that they can't speak up for themselves or be aggressive since they are supposed to be kind and sensitive. The most important thing to keep in mind is that you are much more than these stereotypes if you are an INFJ. Typology can help you understand yourself better, but it's only the first step. Your Myers-Briggs personality type is not the sum total of who you are, as you will discover when you read more about your type. In the end, it is up to you to decide how to follow your inner preferences and be the person you want to be.